everybody, I'm Allie and this is Hellstar, and today we are going to go over 5 exercises that utilize and move all parts of the horse in the saddle. This is a review of basics. Okay, we're going to have exercises that are going to move the head, the neck, the shoulders, the rib cage, and the hindquarters. Number 1, the head and the neck. That means I want her to flex to the side. So I want to take my hand halfway up the horse's neck, thumb and forefinger, and basically to my knee until the horse gives on either side. So that first exercise is back and forth. We're going to do this at least 5 times. Reach up, sit up, and that is our first exercise. Second exercise is ask the horse to tuck their head and back. So we're going to ask her to tuck her head. She asked. Now we're going to add the cue to back. So we're going to squeeze and release with our upper thighs until she backs with her head in. So exercise number 2 is back up with the head in, back, back, back. That starts her to raise her shoulders and give her neck. Exercise number 3 is going to be move the forequarters. The forequarters is going to be button number 1. Button number 1 is going to be in front of the girth. In front of the girth means like right there, so it's going to be a toe cue. So we're going to walk forward, ask her to stop, step back. We're going to turn to the inside and add button number 1 and point our toe until we get a little bit of a crossover. So exercise number 3 is going to be stop, back, and move your forequarters. So this time we're going to go this way. I point my toe this way. I'm going to stop her from going forward. See how she's giving her head in. Back her up just a little bit. Button number 1, and I'm going to ask her to cross over with those front until I get her to turn around. Stop. Again, getting her to go this way. Point my toe. Button number 1. Don't let her walk forward. And go. So, all right, the next one, not so easy, is going to do a side pass. That moves the rib cage. That's button number 2. So button number 2 is going to be at the girth. So if I want her to go a particular direction, this is her working off her rib cage. So it's going to be button number 2. I'm going to wiggle the direction I want to go, and I'm going to ask for a little bit of a side pass. So in the front, don't let her go forward. In the back, in the front, we're going to get a little bit of a side pass. There we go. Now, this is easier to do when you have a fence or a barrier. So now, I'm going to ask her to go this way. So I'm going to point my toe that direction. I'm going to hold my outside hand. I'm going to wiggle the direction I want to go, and I'm going to apply button number 2 until I get a little bit of sideways motion. There we go. Now, again, sideways, side pass. So there you go. The side pass uses button number 2. Now for button number 3. Button number 3 is going to be behind the girth. So you always turn the nose into the same foot that's turning the hindquarters. So once we have the horse going around in a circle, we stop forward motion, and I ask her with that outside foot, and I just ask her to move her back end around the front. So forward motion, stop, and let's get her to cross over. There you go. There we go. A little bit better. Again, we're going to walk in a circle, walk in a circle. I'm going to stop forward motion with my outside hand, which is this hand, and I'm going to ask her to move those hindquarters. Button number 3, button number 3, point her nose opposite of where I want her hindquarters to go. So, those are some basic reviews that we've been working on, and I hope that helps you with some 5 basic exercises that your horse should be able to do. That is moving the head and the neck, the shoulders, the rib cage, and the hindquarters. I want to thank everybody for joining me on today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, give us a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And remember, to see more, check out my playlists.